Hi there, Chad Taylor with Maizex Seeds, Territory Manager, covering Toronto to Kingston. So this episode of Maizex Moving, I'll be discussing the role of sulfur in fertility programs. So sulfur is a secondary nutrient. Typically when we're discussing fertility programs, we usually look at N, P and K, so nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. But most people, forget about the role of sulfur and the role it plays. So last year on many field walks, I noticed some sulfur deficiencies. So basically yellowing or striping of the leaves of the corn plant. So interveinal chlorosis is a proper term. This can also be misdiagnosed from some other secondary or micronutrients as well, showing similar characteristics. So basically there's several reasons why we're witnessing sulfur deficiency these days. So we're producing high yielding hybrids. We're getting a lot more volume, a lot more product from our corn hybrids these days. So demanding more from our fertility program. So basically, to put it in perspective, a 200 bushel crop of corn will approximately move 30 pounds or 30 units of sulfur. And most of that sulfur is needed kind of in the later after R1 stage. So the second reason why we're seeing this is we're cleaning up the atmosphere. So we're seeing less acid rain than we have historically. So this is another reason. So basically sulfur can be described similar to the nitrogen cycle. So it is a negatively charged ion, so it will move. It has a direct correlation with nitrogen in the plant. So it's unlike P and K where it's very, P and K are move very limited in the soil profile. So you might see more sulfur deficiencies in sandier soils or if we've had a high rainfall year. The other places where I've seen more deficiencies are on cool, saturated soils where that soil mineralization isn't happening as fast, and so we will see some deficiencies there. So basically, many growers and agronomists basically are recommending a rate of 1 pound of S per 5 to 8 pounds of nitrogen in your fertility program. So the other thing you should look at when you're looking at sulfur is have a good idea of what the soil tests come back. So you will receive some soil sulfur from mineralization in the soil. So basically, on average, for every 1% organic matter, you'll receive 3 to 5 pounds of sulfur for that crop. So example, 2% organic matter, you'll roughly get 10 units of sulfur. So as I mentioned earlier, it has a direct correlation with nitrogen. So basically it helps with protein synthesis and helps with environmental stresses. So look forward to seeing my agronomy article when I discuss more options of sulfur. And until next time, have a safe and happy planting season.